We came here not knowing anyone. We had some relatives, but nobody close by, and it was it was a journey of trying to find a place to land, to feel settled. Um, we of course anticipated that there would be challenges and that there would be things to get used to and adapt to, but we didn't anticipate how much these challenges could affect us. One really simple thing that in our experience that caused quite a bit of tension and anxiety was that when we first landed in the UK, we had no banking or financial history, and we couldn't get a bank account because we couldn't prove that we were living at a place for longer than 3 months.
And I guess we unknowingly carried a lot of assumptions that it'd be easy to integrate in terms of rules and adjust because we had language on our side, but everything was just so different in terms of understanding laws and even finding a place to live is just very different from how we would do things in Canada. So those things that we kind of carried from that we've known our entire lives, it was just we had to almost relearn everything in a very short period of time.
Although they're very small things now, they cause quite a bit of challenge when we were trying to feel integrated, and it really made us feel like um, we were something other than the norm. If that makes sense.
I come from what called a very knitted family, and coming over here on your own, I got friends who came along with me, but they were not Christian. So you find that I'm coming from a Christian home, trying to settle down, and it is not easy. So I think the things that helps me to adapt, to integrate, is that the fellowship of the Christian brothers and sisters in London itself, especially when I come from a Chinese background, Malaysian, and sometimes it is not easy to adapt in the British culture itself, because things that languages, even though I'm English speaking, but sometimes the jokes that they do, sometimes it difficult to understand. Uh, you see people laughing and you say, what is so funny about that? So there are things that is not easy to adapt, but God has been gracious to me, that He has taken care of me during this process of integrating into the community.
So it was hard coming because I came here to do a master's from Singapore, and I came here alone, and I found myself missing home a lot and feeling torn between two different cultures, two different homes. Um, and then once you've like found your feet and once you found your group of friends, then it was again trying to adapt to be more like them rather than be myself, if that makes sense. I found that I was over adapting to this foreign culture, to their habits and practices and what they like doing and what they didn't like doing, rather than live like how I would live in Singapore. So yeah, it was quite a strange but rewarding experience, I think. Just a lot of learning involved.